Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are live here from the OU Credit Union Arena for a back-to-back game, finishing off the weekend with Oakland men's basketball taking on NKU. This is a very important game for both sides. Today, Gavin Smilowski, your play-by-play, and once again, to my left, our color commentator, Nolan Wincel. Nolan, there's a lot to unpack for today's game. What can we expect?
I think today's going to be actually a very important game, as right now OU is on a 2-game winning streak as they are second in the conference, 9 wins, 3 losses. As for NKU, they are 6-6, but they have a very good offense. But unfortunately, I don't know how we're going to do today as we only have 2 injuries. But that is all I have to say. I think it's time for some OU basketball!
So, of course, a lot to unpack, and for anyone who's listening, Oakland currently sitting at 13-10 overall. They're 9-30 in conference. I mean, this is the best team we've seen since that team that won in March Madness a couple of years ago. That team won the Horizon League outright, both the tournament and the regular season, and this Oakland team is looking to do the same thing. A very different team than what we've expected. That team that beat Kentucky, they had a lot of guys who grew on this team. You know, you had Blake Lampman coming up. You had Trey Townsend. You had guys who had been here for a while that learned how to play into the Campy system. This year, it's been a lot of transfers, and that's really what's taken over. OU, of course, returning a couple of starters. You had Baru Nevalarua last year. You had Nassim Mashur, 2 very impactful guys. But as Nolan said, right now, Oakland with 2 major injuries, those being from the starting lineup. You've got Nassim Mashur, anyone who was around earlier in the season, he had a bad knee injury that took him out for the season. Isaac Garrett went down a couple of games ago, I should say, at Detroit Mercy. He's in a boot now. So that's 2 starters who are not going to be playing. And that's, it's not the situation you want to be against this NKU team. I mean, they're 6-6, right? They're 6-6 in the Horizon League. They're coming on off a 3-game losing streak, but this is the #1 offense in the Horizon League. They have 2 of the top 5 scorers in the Horizon League on their team. Dan Grezger and Donovan O'Day, 2 guys, averaging 16 and 18 points per game respectively. And with a high-powered offense like that, and an injured team here for OU, it's going to make this one tough.
Yeah, even though North Kentucky does have a #1 offense, you also have to remember defense is more important than ever.
I mean, Oakland, a very high-powered defensive team. OU takes advantage of their height down low. You got guys like Brew and, unfortunately, like Garrett, who are not in today, that typically attack down low. They play a very gritty style of defense and a very gritty style of offense, but these next couple of games, with Garrett out, however how long he might be out for, they're going to have to start taking some threes, which is not something they've been good at all this year. But they have the personnel to do it. A couple of very key transfers. Brody Robinson has been huge this year. The transfer from down in Texas. I mean, unbelievable play we've seen from him this season. He's averaging 16.5 points and 6 assists per game. Has been the primary ball handler, and today, I think you're going to see him moving that ball a lot because without Garrett, you've got Brett White into the lineup, another key transfer. Great 3-point shooter for this team. You've got Zaire Wells who can catch and shoot very well. And, of course, it'd be unfair not to mention Michael Hogue. I mean, he's a fantastic player down low. Missed a bit of the beginning of the season, and now he has gotten into the rhythm of things. Averaging just north of 13 points on a very physical style of play. It's going to be a very interesting matchup, but a very important matchup. Oakland just a game in front of the 3rd place Purdue Fort Wayne, who they took down the other day. As for Northern Kentucky, they're 6-6. They're looking to try to get into that top 4 with a win today. And the tip is going to go to OU. Up top, Brody Robinson has it. Guarded by O'Day. Shuffles it over to Hogue. Cross-court pass finds White in the corner. Puts down the ball. Full court swing. Hogue goes baseline. He cuts on the block. Up. That one's off target, grabs his own miss, goes up with another one, and that one's in. That's classic Michael Hogue offense right there.
Yeah, like what I keep saying, defense matters. How are they going to capitalize, even though we just started, and that was a good 3-pointer from Northern Kentucky.
NKU right off the bat, letting go a 3. They're going to take that lead back. Robinson now with it. That was Dozier who took that one. Starting lineups today for NKU. Dan Gresger, there's Tolliver, O'Day, Dozier, and Robinson on Oakland's end. You've got Wells, Hogue, White, Nivalarua, and Robinson. And OU knocking down another jumper. Once again, Michael Hogue from down low. And that pass, errant, out of bounds. Great interior defense by Baru, per usual. Forces the turnover from NKU. Heading the other direction now will be Brody Robinson. Tosses it over to White. Back up to Robinson, resetting up at the Grizzly logo. Moving the offense around. White coming off the screen. Robinson looking for him. He's going to have to switch back. O'Day playing heavy defense, keeping him close. Robinson, he needs just a little bit of space to get something up. Ball down into the slot, down on the block. This is Hogue. Back to the basket. He draws the double. That one's taken away. Great defense there by NKU. In transition, here comes O'Day. Beautiful layup just off target, but the put-back basket is there by Robinson. Good positioning by the Norse.
I think we do have a matchup today. Was for you, Brody Robinson was 16.5 percentage average, but for the other team, for Northern Kentucky, Dan Gresger is 0.1 above Robinson.
Yeah, Gresger and O'Day are those two high-powered guards that we see scoring on this NKU team, and those are going to be the primary focuses today of the Campy zone. Ball in the corner with O'Day. Tosses it back up, Gresger. Full court swing, that one off the hands of Hogue. Good defense there, but the ball will stay with the Norse in front of the Oakland bench.
Now, don't count on Baru, as even though he has a 13.9 percentage rate, he does have a 6 rebound percentage.
Yes, I mean, Nivalarua is a great interior scorer, but also a great rebounder. He gets in position. He's been on this team for a couple of years. He was on that team that won in March Madness, so he knows how to win. O'Day takes the three, and that one's blocked. Shot clock violation. Good play by Oakland out of the inbounds.
Yeah, as now it looks like they're both even with the field goal percentage, as they're both 2 and 4 was 50%.
And it'll be Oakland in the backcourt. Ball now up top. Robinson with it just beyond the Belfour logo. Cross-court pass deflected, but stays inbounds. Wells with it. Baseline drive. Finds White on the move. White lets one go. That one rattles it off the backboard for 3.
That is the second free throw of today, but also that will put Oakland in the lead, 7-5, as there's 17 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, White, a great threat. In the corner now. This is Robinson. He cuts, outlet pass, finds Tolliver, lets that one go. That's off target, rebounded by White. Right away, Oakland moving the ball the other direction. Robinson, the primary ball handler, finds White, refeeds Robinson back up near the Grizzly logo. O'Day, once again, the primary defender on Brody. He cuts, goes baseline, nice pass to Hogue, cuts through, hands it off to Wells. He's open from mid-range. That one, I mean, almost on target every time. Zaire Wells, an unbelievable mid-range shooter.
That was actually a very good play to start off.
That shot on target from O'Day as he just tears to the rim for an easy 2. And a good draw there by Robinson to get the foul on O'Day in transition. That's the first foul, actually, of this half. 16:33 to go. Oakland still has that 2-point lead. And, you know, O'Day's the kind of guy you want to draw those quick fouls on. I mean, he is the #1 scorer on this NKU offense. 18.5 points per game.
I think the best way to even call out a foul is when the defender on the other team is getting aggressive with you, but still following the rules, that you just have to draw the foul somehow.
Ball up top now, White with it. He looks to drive, guarded closely by Gresger. Robinson now the outlet. He drives through. Ooh, up and under, just off target though. Good defense by the Norse.
That's going to make it 4 and 7 was the attempt of the 2-point free goal.
Tosses it over to Robinson now. He lets one go for NKU off target. And, of course, Baru there for the rebound. Robinson looks to push the offense 1-on-3. Slows it down. Campy not happy that he looked to attempt that drive. Finds Wells. Wells from the mid-range. That's his spot, but just off target. Rebounded by O'Day. NKU in transition. O'Day goes 1-on-2. Nearly knocks it down, but a foul committed by Brody Robinson will take us to our first media timeout. Scoring 9-7, 15:41 to go in the first half. We've already got a close game here on the blacktop. We'll be back with you guys shortly. Hello everyone and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are here for Coaches versus Cancer Night on this beautiful Sunday afternoon for Oakland men's basketball. OU leading NKU on the blacktop 9-7 with 15:41 to go here in the first half.
As right now, we're about to do a free throw after a foul was committed by Robinson, as there will be 2 free throw attempts and the first free throw of the game.
O'Day attacking on the offense, forcing the foul on Brody Robinson as he's able to convert his first free throw, a chance to tie this game back up. So anyone who's just joining NKU, you know, they're middle of the pack right now. They're 6-6 in conference, but they got the #1 offense in the Horizon League, along with 2 of the top 5 scorers. The fifth scorer, Gavin, and number 3, O'Day. 2 guys averaging 18.5 and 16.5 points. So Oakland going to struggle today without Isaac Garrett on that defense. Ball now in the hands of the Grizzlies. Robinson lets one go. Good shot, but off target. Good rebound by Warren Marshall, who checks in for OU. Baru, good backdoor pass. Marshall cuts across the lane, finds Brew in the corner, who lets one go. That one's on target. Baru, not the typical three-point shooter, but lets one go for 3.
And as now OU is now 2-4 with their 3-point attempts, as they're 50% now. This hovering over Norse and Kentucky's attempt as they're 1-4.
That 3 off target, but an offensive board by Archer. Out to Robinson, outlet from 3, knocks that one down. Fully contested, great offense there from NKU. Coming out of that timeout, Archer hits the court for NKU. And of course for Oakland, Warren Marshall arrives. Everyone else staying the same. Robinson lets one go from the corner. That one rattles out. Good board by Gavin. He looks to push the offense immediately. O'Day now, he cuts to the rim, finds open Archer, who knocks one down. And just like that, NKU is up 14-12 on a couple of quick points.
It seems like Robinson had been trying to get himself a first point, but as of now, he's been relying on assists, and that will be a foul.
Robinson finding the backdoor cut from Wells, and that shot just off target, but free throws on the way. One of the reasons that NKU is able to play with such a high-powered, such a high-powered offense is they don't let teams get into their defense. The consistent transition points. OU's defense, I mean, obviously anyone who's been around OU basketball or knows how Coach Campy works at all is aware of how elite Coach Campy's defensive zone is. And it's hard to get into that zone when, you got a team that pushes the pace and doesn't let you settle. And NKU is going to do that today. They're going to attack Oakland quick and not let them settle in.
As OU did their first free throw, as they have only put 1 on the board, making it 13-14. With 14 minutes left in the first quarter.
Ball now in the hands of the Norse. That jump shot just barely rattles out. That was a good look for Gavin, who's looking for his first points of the game. Now it's Robinson heading past half court. Guarded closely by Dozier. White now has it. One-on-one with Robinson. Cross-court pass to Brody Robinson. Pass inside. This is Marshall. Finds White. White looks to cut just beyond the three-point arc, lets one go. It's off target, and it's a rebound by O'Day. Once again, NKU is not letting Oakland settle. Gavin lets one go from 3, off the front of the rim, defensive rebound. Robinson, Brody pushing it now. He attacks. That one's up off the glass for 2. Brody Robinson attacking for 2 more for OU, and that gives them the lead.
As that will be Robinson for Oakland University, first point on the board.
And a shot from Cale Robinson. The Robinson on NKU is off target, and they're going to get a foul, I believe, I think that one's going to go on Archer, and OU will retain possession. So Brody not having luck from 3. He attacks very quickly. He plays that same style of offense that we've seen so far from NKU. He doesn't let the defense settle. He's a bit shorter, so getting those jump shots off while being contested is a little bit more difficult. But if you can push them onto the back of their heels, he's going to get a lot more open chances at the rim. Robinson finds Thurman, who checks in for OU. Coy Thurman has been a huge part of this offense this year with the absence of Nassim Mashur. Brody Robinson lets one go. Off the heel, rebounded by Marshall. And it's taken away. Great defense there by NKU. coming from behind. Nelson takes it away. Robinson meets him at half court and takes it away. One-on-one. Brody Robinson up. Off target. Great defense from Cale Robinson. And it'll stay. I believe it's actually going to go down to NKU. Great defense from both teams taking it away.
As right now, Cale Robinson is in the lead with most points this game as he has given 5 to Northern Kentucky.
Ball now in the hands of the Norse. It'll be Cale Robinson up top. Swings it over to Nelson. Back to Robinson. He cuts through the lane, up with the right hand, off glass, off target. Rebounded on a good box out by Michael Hogue. Hogue headed the other direction for OU. Finds Thurman. He's guarded closely by Nelson. Thurman looks for the cutting. Hogue, he's open. Spin move up with the left hand, just off target. And it's going to be a good rebound there, fighting for Dozier and Marshall, but the Norse come away with it. NKU attacking automatically, and Dozier goes coast to coast for 2, and NKU retakes the lead with 12 to go in the first half.
As right now, NKU has a better field goal percentage as they're 6 and 15 with 40%, as OU just sits at 6 and 16 attempts with a 35.5 percentage.
Thurman attacks. He's up with the left hand. That one rattles out, but 2 free throws awarded to the Grizzlies, trying to earn their trips to the line. That's something you've seen very commonly this year for them. Play very aggressive on offense and earn those free throws. That's going to take us to the second media timeout. Just under 12 minutes to go in the first half. 16 to 15. NKU up by 1 here on the blacktop. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are live here from the blacktop for OU men's basketball, taking on the Northern Kentucky Norse. And so far, it's been a very close game. NKU leading by 1, 16 to 15, with 12 minutes to go here in the first half. We've got Thurman at the line for OU with a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, as right now, this is going to be Oakland's second free throw. As are they going to get a better record or not, but as of now, they are awarded 2, as he have made in 1 and 1 more to go as they are tied.
Thurman with a chance to take the lead. During that break, you see Brett White returning for OU. For Northern Kentucky, they return Tolliver. And now heading the other direction will be the Norse. Up top, Goretzker guarded by Thurman. Hands it off to Cale Robinson. Full court, back over to O'Day, just beyond the three-point line. They refeed Robinson up top.
Because of that three throw, OU is back in the lead by 1 as a 17-16.
O'Day with it. Into the corner now. This is Nelson. He goes baseline, wide open. Good block at the rim. Great work by Brett White to meet Tolliver. Gets the block and heads back on offense. You've got Thurman now. Up top, guarded by Nelson. Coy Thurman looking for some kind of space. Great defense right now by NKU. Out wide, Ho goes up and under and returning the favor. Blocked there by Cale Robinson. Comes from off ball. And a great defensive play by Brett White. It looked like it was an open dunk for NKU, but returned to sender. Brett White, great defense. And this is going to be free throws on the way for Michael Hogue as Tolliver was hit with the foul. So a chance to extend this lead a little bit. 17-16 currently the lead. Hogue misses the first.
As this is Oakland University's third free throw of the quarter, as they are 3 and 5 right now with 60% success rate. As they're going about to do one more attempt and miss.
Hogue, and I mean Oakland as a whole, not a great free throw shooting team despite getting to the line as much as they do. So head to the other direction now is the Norse. Goresger with it. High screen set by Archer. Goresger flips it over to O'Day. Refeeds Goresger up top. Back to O'Day once again. Double team down low. Finds Goresger open for three. Lets one go. That one's on target. That's not the guy you can leave open.
Like I keep saying, defense matter. As even though you have a good offense, defense matter more. As you can hear that OU have lost the lead to Northern Kentucky as the score is 17-19. 10 minutes left in the first quarter.
Ball up top, Thurman. Over to Robinson, lets one go. Brody, that one off the front of the rim. Good board by Goresger. Once again, NKU playing quick offense. Cale Robinson finds himself open from three. That one's off the back heel, rebounded by Brody Robinson. Gives it the other way, Thurman with it now. Looking for some sort of offense. Upset at White with no movement. Thurman cutting through the lane, nearly loses his footing. Finds White. Back over to Brody. Robinson now up top. Refeeding White. Looking for some kind of offense. There seems to be a bit of confusion between Robinson and White. Finds White in the corner. That three just off target. The play almost worked out.
Yeah, as of right now, there have been 3 people who have not been subbed out yet, which is Robinson, Brody, and Kev Robinson, and Gracias.
And that foul will be called on Brett White. Tries to get another foul. Archer will be taking some free throws for NKU, looking to extend this lead to a 2-possession game. NKU up 19-17. I mean, these are 2 teams that average just north of 80 per game. You're looking at about 86 per game for both teams. And a little bit slow start here offensively as that free throw is off target from Archer.
And that will be the first free throw miss from Northern Kentucky as they are now sitting at 2 success with a 3 attempt at their 66.7 as this is going to be their second free throw.
The OU crowd getting loud. That one's also off target, so both teams missing their trip to the line. And we'll end up back 19-17, 2-point lead for the Norse. And the crowd here is starting to get loud, Nolan. I mean, it's a Sunday, so we weren't sure how many people were going to be here. But, I mean, the OU Grizzlies fans showing out today.
I always believe in our student section, but also our fan base here at OU as they show their loyalty to any sport.
And you can hear him right there as Brody Robinson knocks down the three and retakes the lead for OU 20-19. Brody Robinson, he's that guy. He's a microwave. When he starts to knock down shots and he starts to get confident, it can be bad for the other team. We've got NKU now on this end. O'Day with it. Into the corner now. Nelson gives it up back to O'Day, who lets one go. That one's off the heel. Rebounded by Oakland, but it's going to come off the hands of Hogue as he hits the deck. NKU retaining possession out underneath the basket.
Checking in for Northern Kentucky, number 4, Bryce Darbyshire.
As right now, because of Brody Robinson's first free throw, they are now sitting at 3 and 11 attempts as they have a 27.3% rate for OU 3 points.
NKU, they give Darbyshire a chance now on the court as he gets his first minutes. Ball into the corner, O'Day. Down low, that one's taken away. Good defense there by OU. And they're going to slow it up. Robinson now up top. Finds Wells, who returns for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies.
As O'Day is back on the court, as he have already made 4 points on the board for Northern Kentucky.
Thurman with it now. That one nearly taken away. It's going to come off the hands of Derbyshire, and it'll stay with OU out underneath. And it'll be Oakland ball now as Warren Marshall gets another chance out. Thurman will hit the bench and get a bit of a break. For Northern Kentucky, they're going to return Cale Robinson along with Tolliver. They get some quick substitutions in. Ball into Hogue. He attacks up with one hand. Great defense by the Norse. They're going to take it away. Heading the other direction now is NKU. O'Day in the corner. He looks to cut. Finds an open. Goresger lets one go. That one just barely rolls out. OU catching a break.
As right now, the two Ironmen of this match is Goresger from Northern Kentucky and Robinson was 12 minutes as they have not been subbed up yet.
Brody Robinson, not typically that guy that hits the bench. This will be Wells cutting through the lane and just floats through the air. Easy layup. It's like the end of a frisbee throw for him. I mean, he just hangs up there, gets the two, extending the lead to 3 now for Oakland. It'll be Cale Robinson with it. Full swing into the corner. Goresger with it. Just beyond the three-point arc, finds Derbyshire. He cuts. Full court all the way now. Robinson open, lets one go. That one's off target, rebounded by Marshall.
As OU is holding on to that lead as the score is 22. Northern Kentucky 19 as there's 7 minutes left in the first quarter.
Robinson with it. He looks to cut through and he's going to draw a foul. Good play there. And Campy is furious that they're just not getting that movement that they want. And on NKU's end, Darren Horn just upset that we're getting that kind of a foul. It's too easy to let Robinson draw that. This is going to take us to a media timeout, score 22-19 with just shy of 7 minutes to go. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are here live from the blacktop. OU men's basketball taking on the Northern Kentucky Norse, and it has been a very close game so far. We've got 6:50 to go, 22-19 the lead for OU. OU playing down a couple of key players. Isaac Garrett got hurt a couple of games ago against Detroit Mercy, and of course it's been a while since they had Nassim Ashur go down, so 2 important starters not playing, and they're hanging right now with this high-powered NKU offense.
Yeah, as it seems like Northern Kentucky have been given 5 fouls of this whole game, as OU been drawing that foul out and playing the foul rules.
They've been playing very aggressive, and that's given them some advantage with free throw attempts. That shot off target from Nivalarua, and it'll be a rebound for the Norse heading the other way. You've got Dozier up top. He finds Goresger. Over to Cale Robinson. Into the corner, Dozier. Contested shot is off target. Ball bounces around but ends up back in the hands of the Norse. Up top again. Into the corner now. O'Day lets one go. That one's off target, and a good rebound by Brody Robinson. And he just plays the foul game, you know. It's I don't want to say that he's flopping on some of these, but, you know, it'd be wrong to say that he's not doing a very good job drawing these fouls. I mean, that's the third he's picked up in this game on ones that probably shouldn't have happened. And he's doing a great job getting in the right position. That's going to extend NKU's team fouls into 6, so they're now 1 off of the bonus.
Yeah, I totally respect what they're trying to do and draw out the fouls, but it does have to suck if you're on the other end. Most of the time, I'm always on the other end and getting the fouls.
Good block there by the Norse on the drive attempt from Hogue. So NKU heads the other direction. O'Day with it. He looks to cut through. Up with the left hand. That one's on target. O'Day, Donovan O'Day, once again knocking down 2 more for the Norse, and that's going to bring the game to 1 point.
Yeah, as of right now, Northern Kentucky have dropped with the 3 points, as they have only made 3 out of 15 with a 20%, as OU have made 3 out of 11 with 27.3.
And another block there. Hogue gets it taken away. The Norse now, O'Day left wide open. You can't do that. And they get bailed out on the complete miss. Air ball. You've got Robinson headed the other way. Brody up off the glass but off target. And he's got free throws on the way. Brody Robinson. That's going to be the 4th foul that he's drawn this half. So him almost on his own has been able to take Oakland into this bonus.
Yeah, as it will be another one, as we're going to try to figure out.
2 shots for Brody Robinson.
As it will be 2 free throws for Brody Robinson, as he missed 1, making it 3-7, as he got 1 more attempt to make it back and take over by 2.
Knocks that one down, and finally OU ends that scoring drought. It had about just north of 2 minutes. And both teams just struggling from the field. 1 of the last 8 for NKU, 2 of the last 11 for Oakland. So it's been all defense today on the blacktop, as again it's taken away. This one by Michael Hogue. Great read. Almost feeds into exactly what we were talking about. Robinson has it now 1-on-1. He looks to cut on the mismatch. That one's up off glass, off target. Rebounded by Hogue, and it's blocked again by the Norse. Great read there by Dozier, as he's able to swat one away on the Hogue attempt. And the ball will stay underneath the basket for Brody Robinson and OU.
It's actually interesting enough, they are OU is trailing with 1 attempt above Northern Kentucky, as Northern Kentucky is 8 out of 25 attempts, while Oakland is 8 out of 26 attempts.
And a couple of changes here. NKU sending in Archer and Nelson. OU returning White. That layup attempt is on target. Michael Hogue opening up his scoring again. That's going to be his 5th and 6 points of the game.
As out for Northern Kentucky, Tavara and O'Day is out, and going in for them is Nelson and Archer. As for Oakland University, Marshall is out and White is in.
Robinson knocks down that 3. Headed the other way now is Goresger and NKU. That one just off target, off the front of the rim, and it's going to stay. It's going to go to OU as it's off the hands of Addison Archer. Oakland taking over now, up 5. Looking to kind of stretch this lead as we're down to 4 minutes before the half. Thurman now coming back for OU, taking out Michael Hogue. They're going to give him a rest. And that's also going to take us to a timeout. So score 28-23, 4:11 to go. And that's going to take us to a break. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. This has been a very entertaining first half here on the blacktop. Oakland up 28-23 over NKU out of this timeout. 4:11 to go. And what a game we've seen so far, Nolan.
It is a wonderful game. Both teams are getting physical, but I'd say OU have taken over with three-pointers as they are now 4 and 12 on their attempts at 33.3 attempts.
And it'll be OU ball out of the timeout. Robinson, as NKU is now thrown in a press. OU almost struggles to break it. Drawing the double team is Thurman, finds Robinson, passes up the three, cuts to the rim. That ball is going to come off the foot of Addison Archer, so a lucky break there for Brody Robinson. I mean, that one was nearly taken away on the drive attempt. OU returning Zaire Wells during that break, and for NKU, O'Day coming back on.
You know, I can't believe it's still in the first quarter, and it's 28-23 as Oakland is in the lead as there's 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Ball nearly taken away. Robinson headed the other direction on the miss from NKU. Thurman up top. And he's going to reset the offense here with 3:30 to go in the first half.
As there's 15 seconds left on the timer as they need to make a play before time runs out.
Thurman into the corner now. And that ball is blocked again. Archer. And that one's going to come off the foot of NKU. Another block. I mean, Northern Kentucky, that's going to be their third. They are all over that interior scoring from OU.
I think even though they have the #1 offense, I think right now, even though OU is winning, I think that the Northern Kentucky defense has been more physical.
Ball will come from underneath the basket. Neville Arua cuts. They're definitely going to call that one offensive as he drops his shoulder. Great position there by Cale Robinson to draw that offensive foul and a much-needed return in possession for the Norse, down by 5. And Campy was not happy with the call. He didn't think it was, but they're going to call the offensive foul. It'll be Baru.
Yeah, now Northern Kentucky had been playing what OU been doing, was is draw the fouls, even what you said, flopping.
Ball now in the hands of the Norse. Up top, O'Day with it. Full swing over to Goresger. That one's taken away. Good read there by Thurman. Thurman in transition. And that one's blocked again. NKU blocked again on the offensive board. What a play by the Norse. Heading the other way. O'Day off the glass and just off target. Wow. What transition defense by the Norse. I mean, so Thurman taking it away at half court. That shot's blocked on the 1-and-1. Offensive rebound by White, and then flying from behind, another Norse defender sends it away. And just like that, NKU's got free throws on this end.
This is getting very intense as they have made a free throw, as they've been awarded 2 free throws. But I think that is one of the best defense plays of this game. And I don't think the OU defense, where they dropped the soldier and shoulder checked the guy, is not smart.
I mean, it was one of the best defensive plays I've seen this season. Great athleticism from the Norse. Both free throws do go down, so O'Day bringing a little bit closer as he knocks down points 7 and 8 for him as a total. And now Oakland only up by 3 with 2:40 to go.
O'Day have been dominating with the free throws. As because of him, they have made 4 out of the 6 attempts. And I think the only way for them to not make a free throw if O'Day is not on the court.
That shot off target, good interior defense by the Norse. Kentucky heading the other direction, NKU. Cutting baseline is Dozier. Outlet pass to Goresger. Full swing, Cale Robinson. He's hit that one before and he hits it again. Can't leave him open from there, that's his spot. And just like that, the game is tied at 28. I mean, two teams that score 84 points per game. I mean, we've got 2 minutes left in this half, and they've only scored 28 apiece. An absolute defensive performance by both teams.
As the game is tied with OU and Norse Kentucky, 28-28 in the first half, with 2 minutes left.
Wells hits the deck, and they're going to call a foul, and just barely keeping his cool, Darren Horn, head coach for NKU, he was pretty confident that that one was just him slipping, but they're going to give free throws to Wells as he's able to get to the line with a chance to retake the lead for OU.
As there will be a free throw for 2 for OU, as there had been a substitution as Thomas is out and Hughes is in on the court.
That shot is on target for Wells. He's going to have a second attempt right here. That one's off. Splits him at the line. 1 point lead now for OU as they head the other direction. The Norse now. Robinson lets one go fully contested. That's a heat check. That one's off target. Good offensive board and good defense as that second shot rims out. OU now immediately heading in transition. This is Robinson. Looks to push the pace for the Grizzlies. Finds Hogue cutting. Hogue down to the block. Baseline cut. That one's off the foot of Zaire Wells, and just a forced pass there and a turnover by the Grizzlies. Can't be not happy with that play. NKU with a chance to take the lead.
I think this whole half had been chances after chances after chances, but both defense are wonderful. It's like playing each other in a mirror.
Into the corner, O'Day finds open Nelson. He lets one go. That one's not even close. I mean, at this point, is it defense or is it just a struggle to hit the shot? Because, I mean, that one couldn't have been any farther away. Robinson now finds White, who lets one go. That one's also off target on an open three. So both teams just struggling to find something to go. O'Day cuts. He finds himself open. Blocked off the backboard. Baru answers, and it's taken away in transition by the Norse. That shot up and on target for O'Day. Both just switches in possession. NKU, they'll retake the lead by 1 with 40 seconds to go. Ball down low, Hogue with it. He's double teamed on the block, needs to get rid of it. Finds Baru in the corner. Baru guarded closely by Dozier. Full swing back up top. Robinson resets. He drives to the lane, puts that one up off the glass, and it's off target, rebounded by the North. Shot clock is off. 22 seconds. O'Day looks to drive. Full swing into the corner. This is Dozier. Passes up the three. And it's a reset back up top to Cale Robinson. We've got 13 seconds left in this first half. NKU up by 1 with a chance to extend this game to possibly 2 possessions. One-on-one, Goretzker's got it. Into the corner, O'Day has to let one go. That one once again off target, another air ball. And the heave from Wells is off target. So quite an intense final minute. And just like that, it's going to be a 30-29 lead for Northern Kentucky before we head to the locker room. Nolan, give us a quick update of what's going on around the Horizon League right now.
So as of now, Wright State is in the lead with 6-7, beating Green Bay 63 as it's the second half with 4 minutes left. And the second game that's going on is another Cleveland State versus Milwaukee game, but this time for the males, as Cleveland State is winning 32-28.
We'll have to keep us updated, Nolan, because that Wright State game is about as important as it gets. Wright State is currently 1 spot above OU. A loss for them and a win for OU would put them into first place. So we'll keep us updated. Of course, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break for halftime, and we'll be back with you guys shortly. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are back here for half number 2 for OU men's basketball taking on the Northern Kentucky Norse. And what a strange first half we had. I mean, two teams that are known for very high-powered offenses. NKU is the #1 offense in the Horizon League, despite being 6-6. And Oakland, also one of those top-tier offensive teams. Both teams average about 84 points per game. And we've got a score of 30-29 coming out of the locker rooms. So it has been all defense today. You know, we like to attribute it to the defense, but also it's just kind of been a sloppy play on offense as well. Easy misses from both teams. Northern Kentucky shooting 19% from 3. So just not what you'd expect from this kind of a team. Regardless, we're back here on the blacktop. OU, they're going to send out Brody Robinson, Brett White, Zaire Wells, Michael Hogue, and Baru Nevalarua. As for Northern Kentucky, they're going to return Dan Goresger, Cale Robinson, Dozier, Tolliver, and, of course, Donovan O'Day. In the hands of NKU to start the half. That 3 from Robinson is off target. Good board by Oakland with a chance to retake this lead.
Yeah, as of right now, our Iron Man for the matchup for Northern Kentucky, Goresger, and Brody Robertson for Oakland University.
That pass from Brody off target, unfortunately. And a block at the rim. Another great play by Zaire Wells. Attacking the rim now, NKU. That one's off target. Ball nearly deflected out of bounds. Dozier with it, and he's going to outlet all the way back out to O'Day. Cale Robinson lets one go. He's hit that one, and he hits another one. We saw 2 of those in the first half, Nolan. Oakland's going to have to get out on that defensively.
I can agree more, but also they should probably start drawing the fouls as what they've been doing, but either who.
It'll be up top now. Wells with it for OU. O'Day, the defender. Zaire gives it up to Baru. Hands it off to Brody Robinson. Looks for some space. Attacking the rim. Tosses it over to Wells now. Deck down low. And that one, there'll be a foul called on the floor. And Oakland, just not a great start to this half. Score now 33-29. NKU with that 4-point lead. And a bit of a bailout call there for OU as they'll take it out underneath their own basket.
Yeah, as of right now, OU field goal is 10 out of 34 attempts, which is 29.4%. As their three points is 4 and 13, and their free throws is 5 and 10. As Northern Kentucky is 12 and 39 in the attempts of field goals, 3-pointers are 5 and 23, and free throws are 4 and 6.
Ball turnover there by Hogue. Up top will be NKU now. O'Day with it into the corner. Robinson. Cale Robinson passes up on that 3. He's going to find Goresger, who knocks one down, and NKU is starting to open this one up.
I don't think the OU fans can do pretty much anything if we come down to a 3 throw, as O'Day is on the court and he has not missed any.
That shot on target from Baru down low. Up top now, Goresger gives it up to Robinson. Cross-court pass now. Dozier lets one go. That one's off target, and on the ground now is Cale Robinson for NKU. Stumbling underneath the basket, and we have a bit of a collision. And Robinson will head over to the bench. That shot was off target. Oakland should be taking over possession. It'll be, I believe, OU ball. Nelson will come in for NKU to replace Robinson, who fell hard and is going to head to the locker room. Hopefully he's okay.
And as of right now, the top performer with points on the board right now is O'Day for Northern Kentucky, as he put up 10 on the board. Made 3 2-pointers, 1 3-pointers, but also have made 4 out of 4 free throws.
O'Day takes that one away, heads the other direction, and another block at the rim. I feel like we've said that all day today. This one as Wells. Hogue now open on the far end. He's stuck under the basket, off the glass, off target. Rebounds his own miss. He's going to go again for another one. That one's on target, and one, son. Free throw on the way for Michael Hogue.
As of now, OU free throw is 5 and 10 with 50% success rate. But as they're going to get a second 2 attempts to make it either 7 and 13 or who knows?
It'll be a free throw now for Hogue, looking to convert this into a three-point play and bring OU within 2. Hogue, solid enough free throw shooter from the line. He missed a couple earlier. That one's going to be on target, and just like that, OU's back down 2. 36-34 lead for NKU.
As they are now 6 and 11 on free throws after that one award.
Up top now, Goresger with it. Doesn't use the screen from Tolliver, gives it up now. Cutting is Nelson. Back to Goresger. He finds his partner in crime, O'Day, on the far side. Lets one go. That one's going to rattle out, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Headed the other way now, Brody with it. Crosses it over to Zaire Wells into the corner. Baru slows it up, and they're going to reset back up top with Wells. Brody Robinson now, the ball handler. He's going to be guarded by Goresger. Looks for something underneath. We're down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to get something moving in a moment. Wells with it now. Finds an open Brett White in front of the bench. Lets that one go. Just barely rattles out. That one was, I want to say, more down than out, but it falls. And headed the other direction now is NKU, and they're going to draw a foul on the way to the rim. This is Donovan O'Day. He's got 10 points tonight. He's going to try to convert a few more at the line.
As O'Day is going to put more on the free throw tables as he will be taking it.
O'Day yet to miss today. He's 4 for 4 from the line. And that's going to be a foul on Neville Arua. It'll be his third personal foul. First team foul for OU this half. That first free throw is off target. Returning for OU will be Warren Marshall as he gives Michael Hogue a break.
First miss of the game from O'Day. As I think OU fans are going to get their way, and he makes it.
Splits him at the line. 3-point lead now for Northern Kentucky. This will be Brody Robinson now. Walks it down the court. Will be picked up at half by Dan Goresger. Goresger's got 6 today. One of the higher scorers for NKU. Robinson looks for something. Finds Marshall now just beyond the 3-point line. Hands it off to Robinson. Refeeds Marshall to the rim. That one's off glass and on target. Great pick and roll play there by Warren Marshall and Brody Robinson. And NKU wastes no time heading down the other direction. Goresger and OU the stopper on the defensive transition play. Open just inside the free throw line is Archer as he knocks down his 3rd and 4th points tonight.
As of now, as 15 minutes is down in the second half, it will be 36-39 with Northern Kentucky in the lead as there's 15 minutes left in the game.
Robinson will drive baseline. They're going to call a foul off ball. This one's going to go to Goresger, and that's going to take us to our first timeout. Score 39-36, just north of 15 to go here in the second half. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are live here from the blacktop, Oakland taking on NKU, and a 3-point lead for Northern Kentucky coming out of that timeout. Oakland with the ball. Robinson down low. Baru shoves that one home. Great dunk and great play from Baru and Brody Robinson.
As the score is now 38-39, as Oakland is trailing by 1.
Dozier tosses it over to Goresger. Full swing over to O'Day. Refeeds Goresger up top. Jab step, he cuts into the corner now. O'Day back up top, he'll fly through the rim. Up with the right hand, that one's off target. Good defense inside by the Grizzlies, and Brody Robinson not wasting any time getting down the floor. He'll find Baru with space in front of him. He goes up with the right hand. That one's just off target. Got underneath him, and a rebound for NKU. They once again don't slow down the pressure. Into the corner. This one is Nelson. That one's off the back of the rim, rebounded by the Grizzlies, and they're going to call a foul on Baru, and he did not think it was. Upset at that call.
As O'Day is most likely going to take the free throw, as he is 5 and 6 on his attempt.
Well, it was a foul off ball, so no free throws awarded. They're going to get the ball out underneath the basket. And that's going to be, I want to say, the 4th personal on Baru, as he's going to hit the bench. Yes, that is his 4th foul, so they're going to have to give him some time. Deflecting the inbound pass is Marshall, so they'll reset out of bounds underneath the basket.
As Robinson is back in the game after he left, but that means O'Day is out. So if I'm correct, next time there will be a free throw, we might have a chance.
A little bit of discussion here between the referees, and I'm not sure what the problem could have been. But we will reset out of bounds under the basket. Northern Kentucky with the ball. Chance to go up by 2. Scores. That 3's off target, and the rebound will be ripped away, and they're going to call a jump ball. Great play there. Great hustle play by both Goresger and Brett White. And OU will retake possession with the arrow, with a chance to retake the lead down by 1 with just less than 6 minutes gone here in the second half.
Yeah, as the Iron Man of this matchup is still Grez, was 26 minutes, and Robinson.
Hogue with it now. He goes one-on-one. They bring the double team, leaves Marshall open down low. Great passing between Hogue, Marshall, and Zaire Wells, who picks up the assist. Thank you. It'll be Goresger now. He finds the baseline cut. Great play there to respond by Northern Kentucky. Nelson gets 2, and NKU retakes the lead by 1.
I think this is a wonderful match with both defense, as even though they have drawn 2 and 3 fouls from each, they think the defense are very tough for both sides.
I think they're going to call that one on the floor. Both offenses starting to hum, though, a little bit more pace than we've seen them play with most this game. And we will get, I believe, that one's going to be a foul on Goresger. It'll be the 4th team foul in this half. Oakland will retain possession up top. This is Wells with it.
As Doreza is out, same as Archer is both out.
Robinson up off the glass for 2. Great play there by Oakland to respond. And automatically in transition now is NKU. Nelson will go baseline. Over to Robinson, lets one go. That one's on target. I mean, Kale Robinson just on fire. That's going to be his 4th 3 of the day.
But back in for Northern Kentucky, Trevera and O'Day is back in the game.
Up top now, Robinson with it, guarded by Goresger. In the corner, White. He gives up that 3 and cuts. That one's up off glass, hangs with the defenders, gets his own miss. Up and 1, baby. Great play by Brett White. Passes up the 3, something he typically takes, and takes it to the chest of the defenders. And this will be a chance at the line to retake the lead. OU currently tied with NKU, 44-44. Free throw at the line, Brett White.
With 13 minutes left, as OU is 6 and 11 on their free throw attempts, as he is awarded just 1 free throw.
Checking back into the game will be Thurman, as Zaire Wells gets a bit of a rest. And White with a chance to take the lead for OU, and he does rattle a free throw home. 45-44, 1 point lead for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, as of now, OU attempts on field goals is 17 and 46, and their 3-point is 4 and 14.
Hitting the deck is Thurman. I believe they're going to call a foul off ball on the Grizzlies. Trying to get some space. It'll stay with NKU out in front of their own bench, and the crowd does not like that one. It looked like Thurman took a pretty hard spill, but they're going to call the blocking foul. And O'Day will take it out in front of the scorer's table, actually, for NKU with a chance to retake this lead. Score 45-44 with 12:42 to go.
As this game is getting very intense, but also very physical.
Both teams fighting back and forth. There's been a lot of collisions and a little bit of talk, a little bit of chatter between both teams. So up top now, NKU will take it. O'Day with it now, guarded by Hogue and Thurman. That zone working its way into the perimeter defense. O'Day finds himself open. He looks to cut. Hangs with the defender. What a great shot there by Donovan O'Day, and he tacks on 2 more.
As O'Day put Northern Kentucky back in front by 1.
Thurman up top. He'll be picked up by O'Day. Looks to try to feed Robinson. A lot of contact between Robinson and Goresger. They're going to reset with Thurman. Finds Robinson. Looks to cut. A little bit of space. That one's up, but it's just off target. The wrong spin on the ball. It comes off the front of the rim, and returning the favor now, NKU heads down the court. Kale Robinson into the corner. And they're going to call a foul on the floor as I believe Marshall got Nelson on the way to the rim. That's going to take us to immediate timeout. Just under 12 to go, 46-45. 1 point lead for NKU. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are live here from the OU Credit Union Arena. NKU men's beating OU 46-45, up by 1 with 11:54 to go here in the second half. Very important matchup between these two. While we are at halftime, Wright State unfortunately ended up taking down Green Bay, so Oakland is going to need to win this game if they want to stay close to that first place spot. And a quick foul called on the floor. This will be an offensive foul on Tolliver as they get a bad screen, and OU will retain possession. Chance to take the lead down by 1.
Yeah, as the whole game been going, as of now, there's still been 2 Ironmans. Granted, from Northern Kentucky was 28 minutes playing the whole game. Same was Brody Robinson playing the whole game.
Thurman with it now, finds White. Wanted that one, passes it up back to Thurman. Into the corner is Marshall. Marshall looks for a pass into Hogue. NKU will cut it off. They're going to have to reset back up top with Thurman. Thurman looks to cut, loses his dribble. Good takeaway there. Tolliver there to answer. One-on-one with Robinson. That shot nearly blocked, but it's going to fall in anyways. NKU extends the lead to 3 with that too.
As is a reminder, they are number 1. Their offense is number 1 in the Horizon League.
OU now on the offensive end finds Hogue for an easy free throw line floater for 2, brings the lead back to 1. Immediately pressing is NKU, and Goresger's shot early in the shot clock is off target. OU will rebound and come the other way. White lets one go from 3. That one's on target. That's Brett White's shot. He brings down 3 more for OU, and Oakland retains the lead now 50-48. That ball taken away. Good read there by Robinson. He goes up for 2, and he's on target. And just like that, Oakland up by 4, 2 possessions, and they've got this crowd ignited. A full crowd here at the O Arena. And this is going to take us to a much-needed timeout. Score 52-48, 10:27 to go here in the second half. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Oakland retaking that lead. They're up by 4, 52-48. And so far, it's really been on the backs of their defense and, of course, the scoring from Brody Robinson.
But also talking about Northern Kentucky, Robinson has put enough 14 on the board for Northern Kentucky, as he had 5 2-pointers, 4 3-pointers, and 0 on the free throws.
O'Day attacks, outlet pass there. That 3's on target from Goresger. And it'll be Brody Robinson now heading the other direction. O'Day the defender, and they're going to draw a foul there. Free throws on the way for Brody. And coming off of those free throws, Brody Robinson returning to the line.
As Robinson has made 3 out of 4 free throws, but also on top of that, he has made 2 3-pointers and 5 2-pointers.
He has been a menace so far on the offensive end. He's kind of brought that energy that the crowd has been waiting for, as he also draws a foul on the other end. Campy not too happy with the call. Those free throws do extend the lead back out to 3. Oakland up 54-51.
And like what you said about him being in a menace, Robinson has put him 15 on the board for Oakland University.
In the corner now, O'Day looks to cut. That one, wild shot, not even close, but it's an offensive rebound by Kentucky. Into the corner now, Goresger just hit that shot, and it's off target this time. Good board by the Grizzlies.
As Rob Robinson makes his way down, he's going to try to put more on the board.
They're going to give it off to White now. That off target. Offensive rebound, good chase down by Wells. He reads that, floats up, attacks the rim, and draws the foul. More free throws coming from the Golden Grizzlies.
As Wells have put in 6 on the board, as his attempts is 2 out of 3 for field goals, but for free throws is 2 out of 4.
Trying to add to that free throw total. Oakland getting to the line 14 times today. And he will look to extend the lead to 2 possessions with one of these, as that first one is unfortunately off the back of the rim.
As well as Oakland is now 9 and 14 on their free throw attempts.
Second one from Wells. Once again, the chance to extend this one to 4. And he will. Just like that, OU has got that 2-possession lead, with NKU heading the other way just underneath 10 minutes to go.
As the score is 55 Oakland, Northern Kentucky 51, 9 minutes left in the game.
Up top, Kale Robinson gives it up into the corner. Nelson with it. Finds Archer on the block. Blocked there. Great play by Warren Marshall. In transition now, OU 2-on-1. That one's taken away. Great read by Nelson. The transition defense has been there today for NKU.
And I think Robinson just did a very good juggle with the ball, as he's going to be throwing it in.
Robinson will take it out underneath the defender, Archer, just beyond the baseline. They're going to find White on the inlet pass. Looks to refeed, and they're definitely going to get a foul on that one. Brody stopping in front of Archer, looking to try to get back into the possession. And that's going to be more free throws for OU. Who else but Brody Robinson heading to the line, as O'Day looks to return for NKU. Archer, it's going to be his second. He's going to take a break.
As Robinson is going to be the one doing the free throws, as he is 3 and 4.
And returning to the floor is Baru, as he gets a bit of noise from the crowd. One of the fan favorites here. He's been here for a couple of years, so fans and students alike have gotten to know him being here. That free throw is off target. Brody not happy with himself.
As Brody is now 3 and 5 with the 3 throws.
And they're going to get the foul call down low. This one's going to go on White. His game's starting to slow down as both teams look to attack. And Warren Marshall will draw his second foul of the day. Free throws on the way from Sean Nelson.
As Northern Kentucky is 5 and 8, and I'm more surprised that they didn't put Odell on the spot.
And that first free throw is off target. Yes, O'Day's been fantastic from the free throw line, but lately in these last couple of minutes, he hasn't really been drawing anything.
I'd like to give credit to the OU stand for making noises.
Yes, the Grizz gang right in front of him forces him to split up to the line. You can't ask for much more than that. Lead now 3 for OU, 55-52. Wells nearly gets caught at half court. He's going to give it up to Robinson, who's going to reset the play up top. The defender, Sean Nelson, in front of him. Robinson looks for some kind of space, picks up his dribble. He's going to find Wells. Wells has some space, floats up to the rim, and that shot once again is blocked. This one from Dozier. That's going to be the 6th team block today for NKU.
And Northern Kentucky have been given 9 fouls away with this whole game, as OU been drawing more fouls this half than the last half.
Nivalarua has it. Fadeaway shot. Oh, that's on target. Beautiful shot there. Fadeaway from the baseline. 2 more for Baru, and that's going to extend the lead to 5.
As OU have made 6 out of 16 3-points.
And catching a break there on the miss, and that's going to be a jump ball. I believe possession is NKU. And that's going to take us to another timeout. So Oakland now retaining that lead, up 57-52 with just shy of 8 minutes to go. Will they be able to hold on to it? We will see after we take this quick break. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we'll be right back with you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Oakland out of the timeout, up 57-52 over the Northern Kentucky Norse. It'll be NKU ball out underneath the basket. Full pass out to Gresger, just beyond the three-point line. Finds Nelson in the corner. Full swing, O'Day has it now. He looks to cut. 2-on-1. He stopped just on the block. Throws up a shot. It's off target. Good rebound by Baru. And Oakland will take back over on offense.
Yeah, as Oakland goes back on the other side, they have made 21 out of 53 field goals, 5 out of 15 three-pointers, and 10 out of 17.
And they're going to call that one on the floor. A quick foul drawn by who else but Brody Robinson. So free throws on the way for Oakland with a chance to keep extending this lead. Really getting to the line today. Great aggressive offense by the Grizzlies, forcing this NKU team that's not necessarily known for their defense to slip up and make mistakes, allowing Oakland to get as much as they can from the line. First free throw is good.
Yeah, as now they are 11 and 18 on their attempts. The Northern Kentucky have went to the double digits on foul calls on them.
So it'll be 2 free throws every time there's a common foul from here on out, as Oakland sits in the double bonus. Gresger will take it up top for the Norse. Swings it over to Dozier. Back to Gresger. He looks to cut, picks up his dribble at the elbow, tosses it out for a 3 attempt by Dozier, off target, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Pushing the offense immediately. This is Marshall. Finds Robinson now back up top, and he's going to step back and reset the play. We've got about 7 minutes here to go in the second half. Campy making the call from the bench. Robinson looks to attack. Finds a little bit of space. Marshall refeeding Robinson in the corner. Brody Robinson one-on-one with Nelson. Finds Baru on the block. This is his spot. Back to the basket, looks to go up with it. That one's just off target. Great defense by Cale Robinson and NKU. Now it'll be O'Day out into the corner. Nelson looks to let one go. Keeps it, and that pass is going to, well, there's nobody there, so it's a turnover on NKU. Early movement there from O'Day pushes NKU into the wrong position. Oakland takes over up by 7.
I think even more is notable for our Ironman of the match. I think Robinson had been put on a performance, even though he is the Ironman for Oakland University, staying in the whole game this whole time for 33 minutes. He have put up 17 points on the board.
Robinson now, once again, always a part of that offense for the Grizzlies. He'll take it up by the logo. Looks to try to get a foul on O'Day. Into the corner, White's open, he lets one go. That's his shot. I mean, almost, Brett White almost never misses that 3 in front of the bench. He knocks down another one, and just like that, OU's up by 9. Goresger looks to respond. That one's off target. Great offensive rebound by Donovan O'Day, and there's no way that one's not an offensive foul. Animated charge call there by the referee, and Oakland will take back over as O'Day drops the shoulder.
The foul is on number 8.
OU has been dominating with their 3 points, as even though they are 15 out of 15 with 33%, Kentucky is 8 out of 34. Even though Kentucky have done more, they have made less attempts, as they are 23 out of 0.5 on their accuracy.
Oakland with a chance to extend this to double digits. Robinson, baseline pass, wide open is Marshall. Great read by the Golden Grizzlies. Offense is humming now, up by 11.
Yeah, as the score is 63 Oakland University, and Northern Kentucky 52 with 5 minutes and 30 minutes left in the game.
Smooth pass into the corner by Goresger, finds an open Dozier. Tay Dozier knocking that one down, and it brings it back to only 8. And Oakland is going to play these last couple of minutes, I think, a little bit slower and get set into their offense. Robinson up top finds Wells. Wells just at the Oakland logo, looks to cut behind the back, nearly loses it. Good defense there by Goresger. They're going to have to find Brody. 5 seconds on the shot clock in the corner. Marshall lets one go. That one's off target. Good rebound by Goresger, and it's nearly taken away by the Grizzlies, and they're going to get him with a foul. So free throws on the way for Goresger and NKU. Michael Hogue thought he got away with the steal there off the board, but no, sir, says the referee. Free throws on the way for the Norse.
As Nelson is back on the court for Northern Kentucky, as O'Day is off.
This is that point in time where Oakland needs to start attacking offensively. They know O'Day's off the court. He's one of their highest level scorers for NKU. They need to put some points up while he's on the bench. Goresger from the line. The Grizz gang as loud as they can be, and it works. Off target, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Great play by the Oakland fans.
It feels like there's more people on the court when it comes to the free throw, as even though the fans are not on the court technically, they're still a big help with the free throws.
It makes it feel like Oakland's playing up a man. And this will be Wells now for OU. He's guarded very closely by Dozier just beyond the three-point line. Swings it over to Robinson. End of the shot clock. He's going to have to force one up. That one's not even close. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. And it'll go back to the Norse. Great defensive position by the Norse to force that turnover. Baru will return. Hogue will get a break as Oakland looks to stack themselves on defense.
And it seems like back with the OU stand, it seemed like because of their help, OU have taken the lead with free throws accuracy was 12 out of 19 was 63.2, as Northern Kentucky dropped to 6 and 11 with 54.5%.
Dozier off target from 3. I mean, he's hitting that most of the time today. So Oakland getting a bit of a bailout on the open three-point attempt from Tay Dozier. Robinson will take his time as we hit 4 minutes. And they're going to call, I mean, a very weak foul in my opinion. This one's going to go on Goresger, and it's going to also take us to a timeout. So score will be 63-55. Free throws on the way for Brody Robinson. When we come back, You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Oakland up by 8 over the NKU Norse coming out of this break. It had been a back-and-forth battle for most of this game, but now Oakland kind of steadying themselves with about 4 to go. Free throws on the way from Brody Robinson, and free throws have been the name of the game right now for Brody as he is playing fantastic from the line.
But also with his free throw, even though he is 5 and 7, because of his effort, they had made 12 out of 19 free throws for the Grizzlies.
Shooting 8 more than NKU, who has struggled to get to the line recently. A little bit more, poised defense by the Grizzlies down the stretch. First free throw is good for Brody.
As Brody is, funny enough, tied with as many buckets made. Now he has more buckets made for the free throws than Northern Kentucky, as they are 6 and 11, and Brody is 6 and 8.
Up top now, Goretzka with it, finds a cutting O'Day. That one's on target. Good play there by the Norse. Brings this back to 8. Robinson will be pinned full court by the press, but OU breaks it. Heading the other way now is Baru. He's getting surrounded. They nearly take that one away. Baru pinned in the corner, and it's going to force a timeout from Coach Greg Campy. We're going to stay with you during this break. Good play by the Norse out of that bucket, looking to try to bring it in a little bit closer. 3:34 left to go in this half, and it's been a back-and-forth battle, hasn't it, today, Nolan?
I believe so. I mean, like, the intensity and the physicality is getting heated, but also more funny enough that Robinson had made more free throws than the entire Northern Kentucky team.
I mean, he has been getting to the line very well. It's not uncommon for him. I mean, he's a fantastic free throw shooter, and he's fantastic at drawing those fouls. He's got the 7 he's made today, and that's going to contribute to his 19 on the game. And I think the physicality is a good thing to point out. I mean, you've got 2 players at NKU with 4 personal fouls. You've got Baru on OU with 4 personal fouls. 20 team fouls today from NKU, 11 for the Golden Grizzlies. It has been a very aggressive game today from both teams. And this will be OU out of bounds in front of the scorers table. Brett White returning for the Grizzlies. And NKU will keep their 5 out there.
What OU is doing right now is phenomenal, and I think they need to keep doing what they're doing as they are in the lead, as the score is 65-57.
And we're going to get another foul called. Brody Robinson going to the line again. I mean, you can see the upset look on Goretzka's face, but unfortunately, these are fouls. It's not like these are bad calls. Brody Robinson, he's just very quick. He gets to your body very quickly, and he forces you to it takes away your ability to shuffle your feet as much as you'd expect. And he's going to earn them at the line once again as he knocks down the first.
Yeah, as Brody has made 8 out of 10 as he scored, making it 6-7, and all the kids are going crazy over a random number that I still don't understand.
67-57, the lead by 10 now. Up top, Robinson with it. Gives it up to Goresger. Guarded closely by Brody Robinson. Finds O'Day on the backdoor cut. That's off target. Great defense by Warren Marshall. And great rebound by Baru to bring it back to the Grizzlies on offense. This will be Baru now as he heads down the court. He's got some space. Up and under, just off target. Rebound, Hogue. He puts one up and one, baby. Michael Hogue is going to the line with a chance to extend this lead.
As the score is Oakland University 69 to Northern Kentucky University 57 as there's 3 minutes left in the whole game.
I mean, NKU, Michael Hogue is just bigger. I mean, as he goes to the line again with another chance at the and one attempt. Michael Hogue, he's got a double-double today, 13 points and 12 rebounds, playing unbelievable on both ends. Free throw is on target, and that's going to extend the lead to 13.
As OU have made 16 out of 23 free throws, much better than Northern Kentucky's 6 and 11.
It'll be Goresger now. Tosses it over to Nelson. Into the corner, Dozier. He's hit that one before. It's off the front of the rim. Great rebound by the Grizzlies. That's going to be number 7 on the board counter for Baru. Robinson heads down the court, finds White in the corner. He wanted that 3. Gives it up. 2:30 to go, 15 on the shot clock. Oakland trying to extend these possessions as long as they can.
Yeah, as right now, White and Robinson are tied with 3 points as they made both 2 out of 7 attempts.
An up and under play there from Hogue. He's just too difficult to track. He's got quick feet, and he's just too strong as he pushes through for another bucket.
Yeah. As right now, Hughes have 16 on the board, who has made 7 out of 14 free goals and 2 out of 4 free throws, but Robinson still trailing the lead as the most point of this game was 21.
Nevalarua needs to finally force that pass. White open in the corner, lets one go. That one, I mean, sometimes it can feel like you're just too open. White, uncontested, misses that 3. In transition from another zip code. That's from Goresger, and that one's not even close. And I can pretty much guarantee the crowd's going to let him hear it with the airball chance.
Yeah. As Northern Kentucky has been slowing down a lot as they have dropped in humorously as they only have made 22 out of 69 free goals, 9 out of 38 three-pointers, and 6 out of 11 free throws.
I mean, 38 attempts from 3 is outrageous. And to only be in single-digit makes, I mean, 24. I mean, we knew these teams weren't great from 3, but, I mean, 24 for NKU, 24%, 28% from Oakland. They're not doing much better themselves. Just, I mean, a poor performance from downtown today from both teams. Wells is open, finds Hogue. That one's going to be off the hands. And a little bit of miscommunication there between Wells and Hogue on offense. They're going to get the turnover. 1:32 to go now, and Oakland up by 13. A much-needed possession here for NKU. They're going to need to get a 3 if they want to stay in this.
Yeah, but also OU haven't taken their time and waiting to see if they can do that three-pointer, as that way they are 5 and 18, and not keep shooting it over and over like Northern Kentucky was 9 and 38.
Ball taken away by Hogue. Oakland now looking to try to get into that victory formation. Hogue attacks the rim. I mean, there's just no way you're defending that guy down low. It's just not happening. Michael Hogue tacks on number 17 and 18 to go along with 12 boards and 2 assists. Quick make on the other end. That's from Dozier, Tate Dozier. He's got 14 now tonight.
As there's 1 minute left in the whole game, Oakland University is in the lead.
And a quick
13.
Good dunk there by Marshall and OU. It looks like they're taking this one over. Up by 15. Long 3 is off target. Rebounded by NKU. They're going to let another one go. They get another offensive board and a foul called on Marshall. Questionable call, to be honest, but Oakland up 15 with 35 seconds. There's not a whole lot you can do if you're NKU at this point.
And now Northern Kentucky is 9 and 40 on their 3 points attempt. As that number keep going rage and they're rushing.
And of course, as this game comes to an end, WXOU favorite MJ Yeager comes onto the floor as the crowd ignites. Yeager getting an attempt in this game. Free throws on the way from Archer. That one's on target, the first one. It's gonna cut the lead to 14 as Coy Thurman also returns. Robinson will finally take his much needed break. He's played every single second of this game, and they're gonna finally give him a breather with 35 to go.
As Garza is now the Ironman, and he's going to finish out the whole game, the whole 40 minutes. Well, yeah, give it up for Robinson as he played 39 minutes.
Inbound for Oakland. They're gonna find Hogue. That one nearly taken away. It's gonna roll out of bounds. It remains with OU. And Oakland will retain possession out in front of the bench. So a huge win here for Oakland. I mean, this is gonna get them a little bit closer to that first place spot after beating the Mastodons in their last game. They're able to kind of stretch that lead out between themselves and Purdue Fort Wayne, and this game's gonna help big time today. And they're gonna dribble out the clock. At the end of this game, OU will take the win. They're gonna give it to MJ Yeager so he gets a turnover. Gotta love to see that play by the team. And this one will come to a close. 76-63 win for Oakland. Must need here on the blacktop. They break that 2-game home winning streak. And Oakland will win another one here at the OU Credit Union Arena. This is going to take Oakland to a bit of an away stretch after they finish this game today. They're going to be going not on a stretch, but they've got Cleveland State next. And of course, tune in on February 12th as we're right back here on the blacktop against Youngstown State. We're going to throw it to Nolan to give you a couple of scores from around the Horizon League.
As the game is final, White State beat Green Bay 83-75. Still going on in the second half. Cleveland State winning now with 78, beating Milwaukee 74. As coming to an end just now, Oakland University beats Northern Kentucky 76-65.
A great game here from OU as always, and a great broadcast here. Once again, Gavin Smilowski and Nolan Wincel. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and everyone have a good night.